What's up, guys? Superdarkwater on the channel. So today I'm going to review Superman Rebirth #1. This is just like a dollar version of it. I had the actual issue, but I think I sold it on eBay. But I just bought the Superman Rebirth Volume 1 graphic novel. I had it nearby, but I don't know where I put it. So this is Patrick Gleason, Peter Tomasi, and this is literally the same team as the latest issue of Superman. So I thought it'd be a good time to review it. And this is the same exact story, but the Bizarro version. So go check out my review of that, and I also reviewed this Superman annual Swamp Thing, so check out that review. But so yeah, Superman #1 from Rebirth. So this is like the second issue, because this is actually the first issue. It was like basically just explaining the origin of Superman, like where it's the continuity, and then this is like kind of starting the story. So this is the second issue that came out. So this is Superman Rebirth, and then this is DC Universe Rebirth Superman, if that makes sense. So love the cover. I love Patrick Gleason's art. His art grew on me. At first I didn't like it, but I also wasn't really into Superman when this came out. I was more into Batman back then, but now I'm starting to get more into Superman, and I really like the style art. It kind of reminds me of Ed McGuinness. So he's saying, "I'm tired of staring at the cold stone and graves. The dead don't want us here. They live on in our thoughts and dreams, our actions, our deeds. The dead want to be us, out and about, burning the days. I should know, because back on my world, I died too." And then, so it's just like going through guilt and like talking about how Clark, the new 52 Superman, is dead, I believe. And so this is where he like puts his hand in the grass, and like this weird blue light happens, and it's like kind of confusing. And that actually is a referenced in this issue, so go check out my review of that. And then he's like, "You may not be here in body, but I know you are in spirit. The colors will fly." And I love that. It's so like, this is classic but modern comic books. Like this is where comic books should go. I want to read more DC comics like this. Like I'll literally read anything that Patrick Gleason and Peter Tomasi do after reading this. And this, I just heard the Superman theme just reading this. Like, how do you not hear it in your head? Like when you're looking at this, like it's like Krypton with the rocket. That's why I have the rocket in my Superdarkwater emojis. And him in Metropolis and saving people, and you know, fighting all these like different disasters, natural disasters, and being on the farm with Martha and Jonathan Kent. And just, this is how Superman should look. This is a really cool like depiction of Superman. I love the Patrick Gleason's art. And Peter Tomasi's writing is amazing too. He's really good at like setting the scene. So it's Clark saving his animals from the fire, and it's so funny because this was totally copied in the Bizarro book. It's like funny to see the real version, you know. And then he's like, "My dad is Superman." So that's Jonathan Kent. He's like, I don't know, 10 probably in this, 11, 12 maybe. And he's like playing with his pets, and then he uses his heat vision on accident, and sorry, this is all messed up. He uses his heat vision on accident and kills this cat. Well, because it was like a hawk that tried to get his cat Goldie, and then he tried to shoot the bird with his heat vision, but he ended up killing the cat, and it's like really sad. So he's like, this is like a really like sensitive, emotional like childhood story, you know what I mean? Like this is really intense for a first issue. And he sees this girl, and she doesn't say anything, but she saw him kill the cat. And he's back home, and he doesn't tell his dad. He keeps it a secret. And he's like, "All right, see you for dinner, son." And they're all talking, and then Kathy, the girl that he saw, like shows up, and then she's like, they're just like making awkward small talk, and then they're like talking like as a family, and then he's like having a hard time or whatever, and Batman and Wonder Woman are here talking to Superman, and he sees them, and they're like talking about him basically behind his back kind of, and he's like, we've reached out, still a stranger. Once Superman is dead, my family, the boy I told you, dangerous to others. What are you, off limits, powerless? So he's just like overhearing stuff. And then you see the Trinity, and they're like they notice that he's watching, and I think Wonder Woman and Batman take off, and then Superman's like, "Come with me, you're coming with me quickly and quietly." So they're basically, he just witnesses the Trinity talking about him, and yeah, it's like a really interesting cliffhanger. So this is a great comic book. You need to go buy. I need to go buy another copy of the regular issue, of like just the regular #1. You need to go buy this comic. It's only $1 if you find this version, or just buy it in trade paperback, which I did too. But this is so good. I want like multiple copies of it. So anyway, tell me what you guys thought of this review. Go watch my review for Superman #42, Boys Are Verse Part 1. Subscribe. Make sure you still subscribe. Leave a comment. Thanks for watching.